Hey guys, good morning. Rachel Norris with Thunk Creative Designs. We are back in the she shed. Okay guys, good morning. This is the next day. As you can see, most of the floor is dry. Even here where you've got some different color, it's pretty much dry. It might be wet underneath, but to the touch, it's just as dry as everything around it. Here's some of the spots that I told you that were, bubbling up last night. They've risen, but they will fall. So as you can see here, we had several spots where the floor rose up. You can see how wide it was, and now it's just as smooth as everything around it. It ended up giving it something that looks similar to like the veins of a rock. So very, very cool. Again, all this is gonna lower. But the floor looks great. So this morning I'm coming in because I was in here, guys, till about 4 in the morning last night. My oldest and I come out here and we just busted it out trying to get it done. Like I told you guys, my niece is in town, and so we're trying to get it done so she could see everything. This morning she woke up, and for the most of the floor that we were able to get finished, she was very, very impressed. So anyway, it's totally dry to walk on. It's adhesed great. I've actually ran a dust buster over it because just Joe coming in and out this morning, finishing up any last minute details. He carried things in on his shoes. They blew in the door and whatever. So I dust busted this morning. Here you can see again that I did a little patch, because when you're doing it at night, or in, not the best lighting. My lighting in here was really, really great. I've got the natural lighting light bulbs. However, when you paint the mixture on the concrete floor, it actually tends to turn very similar to this color. So in little tiny insignificant places, you don't really notice that you missed it until everything's dry. So we're going through today. We've put a little patch over here. This little piece here is a patch. And then we've got a little patch over here. And I think that's it for this side. So this is going to be our third patch. Make sure I haven't missed any. I don't think so. Oh, yes I did. Over here by the wall was a really tiny little area, so we just patched that up. And hang on guys, let me pan this way. I've done all of the floor except for that tiny section over there. Of course, you back yourself out of the door, but I wanted to make sure this was dry so I could sit here while I worked on that, or back myself out of the door. But I've got a couple other things I'll be doing in here, so it dries pretty quick to the touch. Sorry, I've got little toes in this video. My little one's out here with me today. So anyway, over here you'll notice a really, really light spot. I thought that the glue maybe didn't adhere there, and I was really concerned this morning, and when I came in and touched it, it's actually perfectly attached to the floor. So I've got one spot right there that has risen up. I'm not too concerned about it because, as I said earlier, I was backing myself out the door last night. So you can see a lot of this is still kind of moist underneath. It's not to the touch, but you can tell a difference in what it feels like underneath as opposed to this. So I probably will get some more adhesive up under that hole and then just tack it back down if I don't patch over the top as well. But anyway, we found another tiny spot right there. You can't even see it hardly, but it's just a tiny little spot right there. And I'm going to patch that, and that's it. So we've technically altogether, we only had 4 spots, which is really good. For being very tired and the lighting being directly overhead. So some of the stuff I was doing kind of in my own shadow. So anyway, we are going to get to this spot over here. So I've still got a little bit, guys. I almost used that entire bucket last night. So I've got a little bit left. And we're just gonna put it on, just like we did last night. Get it really nice and goopy, all in that area. I'm doing this one-handed, so I'm gonna place it right over where I was. I'm gonna press down in the center. You'll start to feel the moisture come through the paper. And then once you know you're good and tacked down there in the center, you can see some of that moisture coming through. Then you can start smoothing out from the center outward. And I'm gonna get it on there really thick, guys, because I don't want it to fade away. I got a little much, a little bit too much. There we go. Pick up some of that. But that's it. Just getting it really, really good and saturated. As you can see, this one over here is already drying, looking great. And this one back here is even more dry. As far as the glue disappearing, it all disappears. There's no white left behind. It's Elmer's glue. All of us that went to school in my generation know that it dries clear. Alrighty. So that is that. And now that's been patched, and when it's done, it'll look like there's kind of a rock there. So one of the things also is I was backing my way out of the door that I didn't really particularly care for was when I came in here this morning, Joe was like, oh, I love it. You know, it looks so cool. Everything looks like an ocean wave. And since we're doing kind of a bohemian beach hut kind of a thing, you know, the outside looks kind of like a beach hut. Joe was like, it reminds me of a tidal wave coming in, how the rocks just kind of all layered this direction, or the paper. And I said, really? Because I kind of, that was one of the things I didn't like. I didn't want it to all go in one direction. So Joe suggested that I put some patches in different places to kind of mix that up a little bit. And I think that I might do that because I've got some really, really big sections like right here, but this is actually not one piece of paper, guys. This is like 3 different pieces of paper across here. So you can kind of make out right there the edge of one, and then right here is the seam for another. But anyway, I think I might come in and break that up just a little bit more. I like that he likes the whole tidal wave thing, but I'm not super happy with it. So anyway, I am extremely happy with the floor. I'm just not psyched about all the paper kind of overlaying the same direction. So if I did it again, of course this is the first time I've done it, so if I did it again, I would definitely move my way around the room and do different sections so that I could lay it in a different pattern. But overall, I absolutely love this. And again, there's going to be a gigantic rug in the center of the room. So you'll only see it for about a foot around the room, 1.5 feet on the ends, because it's a rectangular space. So there'll just be a small border around the edges. But I'm really excited, and the girls absolutely love it. I really like how the brown ties in with the wooden elements that we've left and the twine. My oldest daughter, she pointed that out this morning, and she was like, oh Mom, I love how it goes with the twine. So we definitely love it. Absolutely love it. So anyway, that's it for the update this morning, guys, and we'll check back with you when it's done. And of course I'll insert some still shots for you guys. So anyway, super excited. We'll be back. Good afternoon, guys. Rachel Norris with Who to Thunk It Creative Designs and Joe. So right now, pretty much everything is done. We are buttoning up. So my floor's down. I love the way it feels. I'm actually barefoot because I haven't sealed it yet. And yes, what you're seeing is a little bit of glitter because our little one found a limestone and was very, very, very impressed with it. And so she wanted us to use it as inspiration, and it had several tones in it, several layers, a little bit of sparkle. And so we've only sparkled you guys ignore my toes, I need a pedi really, really, really bad. But I've only been focused on getting this project done and getting to the remodel in the house. So anyway, so there's just a little bit of sparkle, only in the gray. So I kind of love it, because what I picked was a distressed glitter, so it's not super sparkly. Obviously in direct sunlight it is a little bit, but even still I've got to pretty much get right down on it for you guys to see that. So it's just subtle, very, very subtle. Move over here where you guys can see some of the veins and stuff going on. Even in the gray. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is a high gloss finish. And I'll probably do 2 coats, because the product that I chose it actually only suggests 1 coat. So, but you can do 2, so that's what we'll do, because there'll be lots of little kiddos in and out, maybe mom when she needs to escape. But the traffic will be somewhat high. But there will also be a massive area rug right here. So I think what we decided yesterday was we were going to end up with 1 foot and 3 inches on both sides, and then 1 foot on either side. So the rug will fill majority of the center of the room. Over here, I want to point out there's some major differences in color. That's just part of the paper, guys. Looks super, super cool in person. And I love it because it gives a lot of texture to the floor. The ripples, I want to point that out too. I mentioned it in the paper flooring video. But the ripples will lay down. We have watched them over the last 24, 48 hours slowly and gradually adhere themselves to the floor. I don't know why it does this, but it does. So I'm not trying to turn you guys sideways, just want to get a better span for you. Again, the room is 10 by 7.5, so not a gigantic room. And this morning I come out and the broom and vacuum are out here for sorry, I just keep hitting my bun on the hanging light fixtures. The vacuum and the broom are out here this morning because I come out and I just kind of dusted off any excess glitter and got that vacuumed up. Okay guys, Joe is finished with the trim, and I have super, super deep cleaned the floors. So they are completely ready. I've swept in every possible direction to loosen any glitter. So just wanted to let you guys know we're fixing to put the clear coat on. When that's done, the floor is finished. So make sure we got all the dust, all of the any hair, anything that might have fallen on the floor. So there's absolutely no debris. Okay guys, the clear coat is on. It has caused the ripples to raise just a little bit, but not much.
and they will go back down. I'm pretty positive. We'll find out. Otherwise, it's just gonna have a really cool texture. At this point, I refuse to go back. We're gonna embrace it. But I think I'm really gonna like the gloss. And again, keep in mind in the center of the room is gonna be a very, very large rug. So, okay, and now we wait. 4 hours if we decide to apply a second coat. If not, then it is ready to have light traffic in 24 hours. Okay guys, the first coat has been drying for about 4 hours. That's when they recommend you come in and put a second coat if you're going to do one. I have decided to go ahead and do one. Remember that earlier I said that the ripples that had disappeared were rising back up? I'm not surprised. I've seen that when people put their polyurethane coats on. Remember that for this we're using a concrete top coat. That glistening that you see on the brown, that's the gloss. And it's not as shiny in some areas as it is others. It didn't entirely kill the glitter, but it did dull it down, which is kind of what I wanted. I didn't want it over sparkly, so it's perfect as far as we're concerned. It's got quite a bit of tack to it still, because I did put it on pretty thick. But since adding the top coat, it has really brought out a lot of the different tones. Anyway, just wanted to update you guys. Alright, so the next clip, I'm going to be putting these all in one video obviously, but the next clip is going to be the final product just before I start decorating. So, beautiful, beautiful. I'm personally loving it. Do me a huge favor and leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If it's not your thing, that's cool. If it is, great. If you have any questions, throw those in there. I'd love to help answer anything that I can. Alright guys, we will be back. Hey guys, oh my goodness, I am so excited. We're still drying, just a little bit of tack is left, but seriously, I am in love with this floor. In person it is so much prettier. Loving the gloss. It actually amplifies the light in here a little bit better, and for it being such a small space with just 2 windows on 2 of the walls, that's really a great thing. I have a small fan here in the corner. It's pretty high powered, but it's just a little fan. All of the wrinkles are really, really, really starting to lay back down. There's still a couple of them left, but for the most part, they are relaxing like they should. That corner looks great. And remember, you want some of the crinkle to still be there because that's kind of what adds to the texture and gives it that stone-like feel. As far as the glitter, this is probably the most glittery one in here. And remember, I only glittered the gray.
so it's not too over the top.
Just enough for detail.
Absolutely love it. It's super smooth, incredibly comfortable to walk on. I mean, if you take into consideration, yes, it is a concrete floor, so it's not super soft or, you know, plushy or anything, but it is incredibly comfortable as opposed to walking on just bare concrete. Let me see if I can cascade some light in here. I'm not sure if that'll come in or not. A little bit. But in about 30 minutes or so, I will come in and lay the rug down. We have a mat that'll go under the rug. One side is rubber. That'll be the side that goes down. And the other side is just kind of plushy, so that'll be the side that is against the underside of the rug. But my little niece, unfortunately, she's going home today, so she's excited to see, you know, her family, but at the same time, she was really hoping to get to be here for the decor part of this. So I promised her that if nothing else, Auntie would make sure that the lights were up and the rug was down. But anyway, this is it, guys. This is their faux stone floor made from water, Elmer's glue, contractor paper, a little creativity with some glitter, and a high gloss top coat. And one more span for you. But yeah, this is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give us a like, let us know, leave us a comment in the comments, and let us know what you think. If you have any questions, again, throw those at us down in the comments, and we'll try to answer as many as we possibly can. Also, if you enjoy videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. There's a little bell icon. You're going to want to click on that after you subscribe, and that way they'll send you notifications on your phone for whenever we upload new videos. So, alright guys, thanks for watching, and we will talk to you soon. Bye! Sorry guys, Joe just bumped his head. If you'll notice, there's a slope to the ceiling, and he forgot. If somebody asked me if I would do this again, my answer would be absolutely. Again, I realize this is not going to be the look for everybody, but it is perfect for a bohemian style nautical shack she shed. Super, super durable to kids. Super, super easy to patch if needed. And everything that we needed.